I'm James Smith, and this is the GovX Digital Show, the podcast series that counts us down to the GovX Digital event running from 17th to 19th November. I've been a journalist covering digital government since before there was digital government, and along the way, I built some lasting friendships with some amazing public servants around the world and built up quite a collection of garish shirts. So if you're watching on YouTube, you've been warned. In many respects, the GovX Digital Conference and this podcast is a synthesis of my 20 years of experience reporting on the delivery of public sector excellence across people, process, products and platforms, and they're bringing smart people together to create transformative outcomes. It turns out that when you digitize your content and put it online, you can scale up your reach, create new interaction opportunities, and empower users to personalize their experience. I'm telling you, this internet thing might just catch on. So of course, this is why GovX Digital has been built from the ground up to be an online conference. This has allowed us to open us up to some of the best public sector practitioners in the world with over 130 expert speakers, half of whom are from the UK, the other half from over 20 countries, spanning all levels of government and healthcare. GovX Digital is the largest public sector transformation conference in the UK and quite possibly the world. And we're currently on track for well over 1,000 delegates from the UK and more from overseas. Now, one of the benefits of producing such a monster agenda is I get to speak to a lot of experts from policy, implementation, academia, and the solutions side. And this podcast series is a way to unpack many of these conversations and share the insights and perspectives with a broader audience. So in the coming episodes, you'll get a mixture of commentary from me and my colleagues here at GovX Digital, as well as interviews with leading public sector practitioners and experts from the UK and the wider world. We already have interviews lined up from over 20 countries, so this will be a uniquely comparative interjurisdictional series of conversations. So GovX Digital is pretty big, but it's big not just because it can be, but because it needs to be. 2020 has demonstrated the scale of the challenge facing the public sector here in the UK and around the world. There's a lot to do and a lot of parallel effort being made, which means that there's never been a greater need for public servants to learn from one another. Here at GovX Digital, we'll be bringing them together at scale and taking notes, documenting the conclusions, next steps of both speakers and conference participants in order to create a series of session-specific outcome roadmaps. These will be collaborative documents for delegates and speakers to continue the conversation and track results downstream from the conference. Obviously, I'm not going to be upset if you decide you'd like to join our conversations by being a part of the conference in November. And we have a number of free passes available for public sector executives and academia. I've always believed that everyone who needs to be part of a conversation should be part of the conversation. Inclusivity is absolutely our guiding principle here at GovX Digital and something we've taken seriously by striving to become the first ever diversity and inclusion certified public sector conference. Check out the show notes for more details. So this is why GovX Digital has a combination of free and paid for passes. Anyone in the public sector, anywhere, can join us live for free or pay a small fee for evergreen access to the recordings of all the sessions from the conference, along with their individual outcome roadmaps. So I look forward to having you join us on our journey and engaging with our lineup of interviewees in the coming weeks, and maybe even joining us for what promises to be a very special online conference in November. I've been James Smith, you've been great, and I really can't wait to see you in the next episode of the GovX Show.